All right, guys. So today in the class, we looked at different blood type and how there is a presence of antibodies against the antigen. So a quick recap about today's lesson in the class. So what we did, there are four different types of blood group. That is group A, group B, group AB, and group O. So what makes their difference is the presence of different proteins on the surface of the blood cells. So let me, okay. So here we have blood group A. On the surface of the blood cells, it will have a protein which we call that as antigen A. And against that, if there are antibodies B present in blood group A. Likely in group B, on the surface of the blood cells are present the B antigen and they produce antibodies A. From group AB, the blood cell have both the antigen A and antigen B. So since there is presence of antigen A and antigen B, there will be no antibodies, because if there will be presence of any antibody, it's going to coagulate that blood group. So group AB does not have any antibodies because it has both the antigen on the blood cell surface, that is antigen A and antigen B. So we can also look like this. These are the specific type of proteins present on the blood cell. All right, look at the group O. It does not have any of the antigen on its surface. So due to that, there will be presence of antibodies A and anti-B. So group O has no protein on the surface of the blood cell. That's why there is a presence of antibodies A and antibodies B. So that was a quick recap from what we did in the class. So now let's look at that, because whenever we give a blood transfusion, we specifically look for the blood group. So if you have a blood donor or a blood recipient O, so the blood recipient O can get the blood to only from O. And if there is A, it can get from O and A. Blood type B can receive from O and B. And AB can receive from any of the blood groups, that is O, A, B, and AB, because AB has no antibodies. And O can get it from O, because if it get from A, it will have the antibodies A, and from B it's going to have B and AB. So O has both the antibodies A and B, so it cannot get it from any of these blood group. So we say that O is the universal donor, that it can give to any blood group, and AB is the universal recipient. That means it gets the blood from any of the blood type. Now, we are going to use this concept of the blood type in our genetics. So this, you have to remember that there are four types of blood group, and so we call that, let's call that as a phenotype. So it's A, B, AB, and O. So for these, there will be specific genotype. So this is an example of codominance. So there will be two alleles which are going to show their impact in the genotype. So let's see, A will have, that's represented by I, and if it is homozygous, it will have two alleles with A and A, and if it is heterozygous, then it will have A and lowercase I. So this represents this allele do not make any protein. For B, it's going to be IB and IB, since it's going to be a homozygous. And for heterozygous, it's going to be IB and lowercase I. For AB, it's going to be IA and IB. And since O does not make any proteins, it does not have any alleles for that, so it's going to be represented by lowercase I and lowercase I. So these are, you need to learn or remember this genotype when you're solving any blood type genetics. So here's a problem. Let's see. We're going to solve that. So our husband is a homozygous for A type blood, and his wife is heterozygous for B type blood. So we are saying homozygous for A type. That means husband is going to have this genotype since it is homozygous, and the wife is heterozygous for B type blood. So for heterozygous, we are going to write down A, B, and lowercase I. So these are going to be the two alleles for the genotype for husband and wife. And it says what are the probabilities for blood type for their child. So what we are going to do is we are going to write down the gametes. This is for husband, and this is going to be for wife. So let's see, we write A first, so it's going to be AB, and again AB, and this is going to be heterozygous A, and again this is going to be heterozygous A. So if you look at the phenotype, that means 50% are going to be the blood type AB, and 50% are going to be blood type A, and which are going to be heterozygous. So that's how you solve the blood type genetics. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to post a quiz. You have to do that based upon this concept.